Well, hey there, kids. Remember when you pick up your HTC Vive wireless adapter, TM, to ensure that your head is free of any unsightly tinfoil hats, to allow the needles free and unrestricted access to your brain. There's no fun time like a drug-mandated fun time enforced by an alien mind control device.
Can't believe that's the intro I went with. I'm trying to recommend this to you. G'day mates and welcome to this strange review video, me rambling about why I'm suddenly a lot less stressed in my day-to-day life. You may be wondering why you definitely shouldn't not buy the Vive wireless adapter. Because this small box is 480 AUD, that's at least 10 freedom dollars for the rest of you. And all it actually does is take away your ponytail like dog breeders got a hold of the Na'vi. I just realized no one's gonna remember who they are. It's the blue aliens from Undertale with the sex hair. It costs extra if you have a Vive Pro, and on top of that, you already need all of these things in order to even use it. At the point of writing this video, it's even sold out in Australia, but then again, so are most non-essential survival supplies. No one in their right mind could recommend that overpriced accessory to an already expensive kit for something you don't really need. Which is precisely what I'm going to do today. So yes, while I cannot reasonably recommend this adapter, I'm going to unreasonably tell you why it's awesome, why you should get it, and why it terrifies me. Oh fuck! I'm going to start by showing off the actual hardware of this, just a real quick section to get through what this thing is. You get this lovely little box with antennas that plugs into the back of your Vive, replacing the original cable here. You then have a battery in your back pocket, which is plugged in with a cable. Simple as that. This charges reasonably fast and lasts about 4 to 6 hours from my experience. Lastly, we have this camera, which plugs into your PC, pay attention, plugs into the back of your PC. Therefore, yes, it does require its own PCIe slot. Personally, this works a charm. I've noticed no negative difference between the wireless and wired versions. The problems? Oh yeah, it's a battery. It lasts about 4 to 6 hours. Any longer than that, shit out of luck. More importantly, you can't switch the battery without turning off the whole headset. So there's no way to hot switch or otherwise charge the battery while you play. If you want to switch back to wired, you have to replug the whole system. One hidden issue I found was this gets really bloody hot. Obviously I could solve this with a bit more padding, but it's uncomfortable, it digs into your head, and it tries to set your scalp on fire. That is all the physical stuff done. Let's get on to talking why it makes me feel like a complete and utter psychopath. I mean, why it's a really nice addition. I was a pretty early adopter of VR and actually got this headset when I was working in a fish and chippy because I make good life choices. I even invested in these goth belts because I love the idea of pushing VR further. Rest in peace, Hard Light Suit. And whilst these let me be the anime girl of my dreams, and I'd still recommend them for the absolutely insane experience of seeing someone else's full body mirrored into your reality, they never paid off. Not at all like this imitation car spoiler did. Honestly, the biggest limitation with these is the implementation in games. Game, VRChat, where the only thing I can do with this is shove my foot up the arse of Uganda Knuckles. Christ, this is humanity. Wireless VR, however, works no matter the game, no matter who made it, nor the restrictions. That's not to say that all games benefit from wireless VR, of course. Beat Saber, an amazing rhythm game that doesn't in the slightest actually benefit from having a wireless connection. And backwards. But it just so happens that my acquisition of this rare relic of the Mechanicus coincided with the release of Blade and Sorcery and the updates of Onward and Pavlov, all games perfect for losing yourself in the chaos of slaughter and memes.
Hold on, reload your gun. All right, fine, that's fine. All right, here we go. All right, I need. Damn it! You're meant to reload my gun, not get shot in the head.
Because that's what this thing does best. Makes me completely and utterly, hopelessly lost.
You there, boy. What day is it?
The freedom to spin and turn and parry and block and move, and did you just shoot me with an arrow? Get over here, you smarmy fuck! I'm gonna show you what your teeth taste like! I am certain in the future when VR esports kick off, we'll be arguing, is that wireless kit or is this moving floor cheating? But by God, does it feel good to spin around and no-scope some noob whose mum probably can't even afford a room solely for VR. Yeah, why did you think this place was as barren as the previously mentioned mother? But while I can show more of my elite skills in the gameplay section, and yes, I wrote it that way in the script, God kill me, I did say it scares me. And in the spirit of not baiting your click, let's talk about why alien mind control device isn't far from the truth. When I first stepped into wireless VR, I immediately realized how a Doberman feels. That is to say, I wasn't okay with having my tail cut off. Without this cable to act as a sort of compass, I was immediately back to square one in VR, unable to tell where I was and in need of an adult. I think there's spiders down here. I know people rely on different techniques to know where they are in the room, but in the end, I had to turn virtual boundaries back on just to know when to dart back and not smash into a wall. Something that I haven't needed to do in a long time. I'm not one to get motion sick, so that wasn't a concern of mine, but much like driving a new car, something I know far too much about right now, switching up my VR system was such a strange shock to me, and I was still using the same device. But for all of the terror of the first days of using it, constantly ending up in the wrong place and unwilling to play for fear of breaking everything, something changed. I now flow smoothly in wireless VR, I've dropped the boundaries to a minimum, and wireless is such a second nature to me, I've just wandered off to the bathroom mid-game and wondered why my eyes stopped working. Cool, blimey. That's generous. There's something that many people notice when they're in VR. Apart from motion sickness, there's something I would dub virtual reality disassociation. And when I say I would dub it, I mean these mad lads wrote a paper on it back in 2010. VRD, and yes, I'm making that a thing because I don't want to say disassociation for the next whole segment, is a catch-all for anything that you feel after extended VR play that isn't throwing your guts up all over the floor. People have reported everything from dreaming in VR to simply feeling like they were still in the virtual world. While I had some of those same feelings back when I first started using my Vive, they've come back and hit me like a freight train of men pretending to be anime girls. In the short weeks since I've started serious use of my wireless kit, I've had all sorts of fun effects of VRD. For a start, remembering that your eyes actually function and you don't have to fully turn your head to look always takes a hot minute. But it gets weirder than that. A common trend in VR is for your hands to disconnect from the sensors and float away from you at a really weird angle. Often you'll shake your hand and hey presto, you've got hands, now invent stone tools, you fucking primate. But I noticed a strange effect, and it usually occurred when I was looking at my phone. Whenever I was reading something or focusing on my phone, my hand would start to float away like it just lost sync. This keeps happening to me, and it only lessens when I don't spend time in VR. But it's not just the general effects, there's games that tend to leave a mark on you too. Blade and Sorcery has a great telekinesis mechanic where you can grab and levitate objects and most importantly, bring them straight to you. So you can understand my confusion when I stepped into VR and stood stock still with my hands squeezing at the air, waiting for my controllers to fly up in them like I was destined to kill the younglings. But while there's these weird disconnects among other things that I end up feeling after lots of VR, is it strange to say there's a weird fun in the experience? That or I've got brain cancer. So I feel the best way to actually show off the wireless Vive and why you'd want it is with gameplay. Enough rambling about VRDs and my lack of Jedi powers. Let's murder some pixels.
Oh my god! This is amazing! Fuck you! Fuck you! Now I have 2 rifles! The fuck do you think you're gonna do? Huh? Fuck! Wasn't even sure if that was loaded. Second rifle! Whoa! Oh my god, it worked! It fucking worked! How's that for a quick draw, you piece of shit? Woohoo! Oh yeah!
Are you out of the way?
Oh
my god!
Behind you, that's Chez.
I want my chair back! Oh my god, mate! Leave me alone!
Fuck, let's go, boys! I just pulled her fan of that. What? Oh, fuck! Fuck you! I'll be honest, the bipod actually works. Oh, fuck it! Oh, fuck dying! Stop! I fell out of the tree! I rolled over and fell out of the tree! Good job. Oh, fuck. Fuck you, Archer.
Okay, there's a beer bottle with a Vive controller on it. I'm not holding the Vive controller, I'm holding the beer bottle, and I'm drinking. So now I can get drunk in VR without losing the Vive controller or the bottle. See, that's called a strategy.
I guess I made this video because I'm excited. I just wanted to talk about this silly pair of antennas that lets me look amazed at another world and then cave everybody's heads in. Wow, these are just the butcher's nails. Because while we're a long way off the nerve gear that I desire so I can look into another world where I'm a successful YouTuber, we have this. And this is so unbelievably awesome. We always joke that sci-fi got it wrong, that our jetpacks and hoverboards are never coming, but I hold in my hands a literal gateway to a realm of friends, of fun, of memes, of satisfying the dark urges deep in my mind. And if I have to wait just a little bit longer to endlessly glop semen into an anime girl, this is gonna make that time fly. Alright, I'm done.